And with our national anthem, this is GCTV. And tonight, it's basketball action on the boys' side as the Blue Devils will host the Appalachia Bulldogs. This is the second meeting of the year between the Blue Devils and Bulldogs. Gate City won the first contest of the year with the Bulldogs. Of course, that was played at Appalachia. Starters tonight for Appalachia will be John Grant, Jordan Taylor, Brett Leedy, Will Honeycutt, and 44 is Brian Baber. So it's Grant, Taylor, Leedy, Honeycutt, and Baber for the Appalachia Bulldogs, coached by Steve Short. And for the Blue Devils, number 12 will be Jesse McMurray, 14 Nate Clark. They'll play at the guards. Josh Kilgore, Mark Estep, and Will Humphreys, the other starter for the Blue Devils. So it's McMurray, Clark, Kilgore, Estep, and Will Humphreys, the starting five tonight for the Blue Devils. Of course, Gate City coached by Scott Vermillion. So the Blue Devils trailing the Powell Valley Vikings, who are undefeated in the Lonesome Pine District. Devils trailing, of course, by the one game. The head-to-head game the Blue Devils played and lost to Powell Valley. So tonight, pretty much everybody starts the second round of LPD action. So all the Blue Devils can do is hope to win all their LPD games from here on out till they get to the Powell Valley game in the middle of February, near the end of the regular season, and hope to defeat the Vikings at that time to force a tie for the LPD and then a playoff. Gate City will control the tip. Clark has it for Gate City. Appalachia opens man-to-man defensively. McMurray has it out between the rings. Right side now, McMurray off the screen by Humphreys. His shot no good. Rebound tipped around. It'll be off Kilgore, out of bounds. It'll belong to the Bulldogs. John Grant to throw it in. Gets it in to Baber. Now back to Grant. Grant brings it across the timeline. Picked up man-to-man by Clark. Baber circles now. Picks up his dribble. Needs help. And he throws it away. It'll go off Taylor, out of bounds. So a turnover to the Blue Devils, just underway, no score. Now McMurray will bring it up across the timeline. It's it left side to Clark. Lobs it down low. Kilgore, shot off the glass, good. Josh Kilgore with the first points of the night. Off the feed from Clark. Taylor has it in back court. And now across the timeline. Now right baseline, circles back out with it. It's back out front, Grant. Grant kicks it over to Baber. Here's a lob down low for Honeycutt. His shot up, no good. Rebound tipped around. It'll be last touch by Gate City. And it'll belong to the Bulldogs. 2-0, Gate City lead, 6:56 to go here in the first quarter. Grant will throw it in for Appalachia. Gets it into Baber, gets it down low again to Honeycutt. His shot up good, and he's fouled. Will Honeycutt with the bucket. The foul will be on Mark Estep. That'll be Mark's first, team's first. And Honeycutt can give the Bulldogs the early lead here. Free throw by Honeycutt up and short, no good. Rebound though, put back is good by Brett Leedy. Brett Leedy with the bucket, and it's 4-2 Appalachia. Estep has it. Out on top, McMurray stops, pops the three, shot McMurray, short. Rebound Baber. Baber gets it over to Grant. Grant will walk it up, right side in front of the Blue Devil bench. Now right side with it, Honeycutt. Honeycutt puts it on the floor, picks up his dribble, gets it over to Leedy. Leedy tries to drive down the right of the lane, has the ball tipped away from him. He comes up with it. In the corner, Honeycutt, he'll launch a three, shot good. Will Honeycutt for three, and it's 7-2 Appalachia. McMurray with it for Gate City. Gets it to Kilgore. Swinging around now to Clark. Clark gets it right side to McMurray. Now out on top, Estep. He step, drives down left to the line. As the ball tipped away, Clark comes up with it for Gate City. McMurray has it, head of the key, shot up is no good. Rebound Baber for Appalachia. So Grant with it. Appalachia leads 7-2. Baber lobs it down low. Here's the shot up, no good by Taylor. Come down there with it. McMurray gets it down low. Will Humphreys shot off glass, good. Will Humphreys with the bucket. Makes the score 7-4 Appalachia. Honeycutt has it. Backcourt gets it to Baber. Now across the timeline goes Grant with it. Picks up his dribble. Back out on top with it. Baber. Baber gets it right side to Honeycutt. Cutting through Taylor, can't get it to him. Now swing it back to Baber. He'll work the left side with it. And he anticipated Leedy cutting. Leedy didn't. Here's E-step. Shot up, no good. Foul on Honeycutt. Foul on Honeycutt will be his first. And Mark E-step will go to the line for Gate City to shoot 2. Exactly 5 minutes to go, first quarter. Appalachia on top 7-4 over the Blue Devils. He steps, free throw on the way, and no good. Adam Kaiser in for Appalachia. In for Gate City is Tyler Parks. Parks replaces Clark. He steps, second free throw is good. There's Gate City 5. They trail by 2. Full court press. Here's a tip thrown away by E-step. His shot up, missed it. E-step gets it back. A foul will be called on Will Honeycutt. That's his second. And that's also the second team foul on the Bulldogs. Jesse McMurray to throw it in. Gets it in the corner to E-step. Parks with it now to Josh Kilgore. Swinging around the left side to Humphreys. Humphreys puts it on the floor. Takes it down the lane. Gets it over to Parks. Now swing it back right left side now. That's McMurray. He'll launch a long 3. Shot in, out, in again. Jesse McMurray for 3. Gate City back on top now 8-7. Appalachia's Baber gets it right side to Taylor. Taylor reverses. Now between the rings, Baber works down the left side. Now the left baseline, and he'll be fouled by Josh Kilgore. Foul on Josh is his first, team's second. Into the lineup, Jamie Hackney and Luke Humphreys for Gate City. So Appalachia on the inbound. Grant looks, gets it over here in the corner to Taylor. Thought about the 3. Kicks it over here. Who drives down the lane. Shot up good. Who is that? Adam Kaiser with the bucket. Quickly in front court comes Gate City. Kilgore has it. His baseline jumper up, no good. Rebound pulled out there, Baber. Halfway through the first quarter, Appalachia leads 9-8. Baber has it near the timeline. Now gets it to Grant. Grant picks up his dribble, gets it back over to Taylor. Thought about the 3, drives right of the lane, has the ball tipped away, and it'll belong to Appalachia. Michael Rogers and Nate Clark in. McMurray and Kilgore check out. Grant to throw it in. Grant gets it into Baber. Now swinging around the left side, Grant back to Taylor. Taylor drives down the left side of the lane. Shot no good. Leedy had a hand on it. Come out there though, Taylor with it for Appalachia. And the foul will be called on Nate Clark. Foul on Nate will be his first. That'll be the team's third. And timeout on the floor by Gate City. 3:28 to go here in the first quarter. It'll be a 30-second timeout. And that'll give us enough time to tell you that boys and girls basketball for the 2004-2005 season is brought to you by the town of Gate City, Daugherty Brothers Chevrolet, Fairway Ford Volkswagen, Carter Trent, Scott County Funeral Home, State Line Graphics, Delegate Terry Kilgore, Weber City Drug, Farm Bureau Insurance, New People's Bank, and Scott County Long Distance. Thanks to those sponsors, it makes the broadcast of boys and girls basketball for this season possible. 3:28 to go here in the first quarter. Appalachia leads Gate City 9-8. And the Blue Devils will, or the Bulldogs will have it. Here's a shot rejected out there by Hackney. Hackney comes up with it. Hackney has it up the right side, gets it back to Rogers, swinging it around to Luke Humphreys. Now down low with it, Parks. His shot up good. Tyler Parks off the feed from Clark. Makes the score 10-9. Gate City back in front. And here's a pass inbounds. It goes off Taylor out of bounds. And it'll belong to Gate City. Clark to throw it in. Gets it in down low. Hackney. Left-handed layup off the glass. Good. Jamie Hackney with the bucket. 6 Blue Devils already scored here in the first quarter. 12-9 Devils lead. Grant has it. Here's the pass stolen away by Hackney. Hackney will run the length of the floor. His shot off the glass. Good. And timeout quickly called for by Appalachia. 14-9. Gate City leads. We'll be back in 30 seconds. (14-9). Gate City leads. Here's a pass tipped by Hackney. Taylor comes up with it, gets it to Baber, back to Taylor. Taylor across the timeline, gets the pass down low, and here's a shot up off the glass. No good. Tipped around, coming out there with it. Tipped again. Baber had it. Hackney comes up with it. Hackney runs the length of the floor. His shot up, blocked away by Taylor, and it'll belong to Gate City. 14-9 the score. Gate City leads. They've trailed early 7-2. Clark on the inbounds. Down low, Luke Humphrey shot up. Good. Luke Humphreys with his first points. Makes 7 Blue Devils that scored here in the first quarter. Baber gets it over right side. That's Leedy. Now back out front. Baber gets it over to Grant. Grant between the rings, back to Baber. Baber puts it on the floor. Now picks up his dribble. Needs help. Gate City denying the pass. And Baber gets it down low to Leedy. His shot off the glass is good. Brett Leedy. Baber just actually let go of the ball, hoping Leedy would run it down. Here's Parks. Parks drives down the lane. His shot up off glass won't go. Coming out there with it, Baber. Gets it over to Grant. Grant will slow it up. Grant across the timeline. Picks up his dribble. Now he needs help. Gets it to Kaiser, back to Grant. Grant with it, head of the key. Now left side, that's Baber. Started out on the floor by Luke Humphreys. 5-second count on. Now Baber picks up his dribble, gets it to Grant, and what do we have? Foul call on the Blue Devils. Foul will be on Tyler Parks. Foul on Tyler's his first. That'll be the team's 4th. McMurray, Kilgore, and Eastep back in for the Blue Devils. Luke Humphreys and Nate Clark stay on the floor. And now we're set to go as Grant will throw it in at midcourt. And here's a pass tip stolen away. McMurray, or Jesse has it. Nate Clark between the rings, back to McMurray, open for the 3. Shot good. Jesse McMurray with 3. He has 6, and the Blue Devils lead 19-11. Grant for the Dogs. Gets it, tries to get it right side to Leedy. It'll be tipped out of bounds. It'll belong to Appalachia. John Grant, throw it in. Grant looks, and the pass tipped out of bounds by Clark. It'll belong back to the Bulldogs. 40 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Gate City on top, 19-11. Will Humphreys checks into the lineup for Luke Humphreys. Grant again to throw it in, this time right of the bucket. And coming opens Kaiser. Shot off a glass, no good. Tipped around, coming out there with it. Kilgore for the Blue Devils. Gets it ahead to Clark, and it goes off his fingertips. Out of bounds. So it'll be a turnover back to Appalachia. Taylor for the Dogs. Reverses direction, and then again, and has it across the timeline to Baber. Gets it over to Grant. 20 seconds to go first quarter. Grant can't get the baseline. Clark cuts him off. Grant gets the ball back. It's tipped and stolen away by Will Humphreys. Gets it over to Nate Clark. 10 seconds. Quickly ahead. E-step. Drives, and he's hammered and fouled. Foul will be on Jordan Taylor, his first, team's third. Marquis step to the line to shoot two. 19-11, 8 seconds to go first quarter. Mark's free throw up and no good. So set for the second. It's on the way, and it too is no good. E-step alertly runs it down in the corner. Get it over to McMurray. Open for the three shot. McMurray good. Jesse McMurray for three, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. So after 1 quarter of play here at Gate City Middle School, it's the Blue Devils 22, the Appalachia Bulldogs 11. Set to begin the second quarter. Appalachia will have the basketball, trailing 22-11. Gate City outscored Appalachia 20-4 in the last half of the first quarter. They trailed 7-2 and lead now 22-11. And stepping out of bounds on his drive to the bucket was Jordan Taylor, so it'll be a turnover to Gate City. So Gate City with it. Clark will bring it across the timeline. Gets it over left side, Kilgore. Kilgore puts it on the floor, just drives around Honeycutt to the bucket. That's a mismatch in favor of the Blue Devils. Kilgore with the bucket. Baber gets it into Honeycutt, back to Baber. Baber behind the back dribble, guarded by Humphreys, has the ball tipped away. And coming up with it is Appalachia now. Humphreys with it. He will get the easy bucket. Just the defensive pressure. Appalachia unable to handle it. And what do we have? Foul call. Foul on the Blue Devils. No, the foul's on Appalachia. That's Baber picks up the foul. I was thinking, we don't have a 44. Foul on Baber's his first. Team's fourth. So Gate City with it. Clark has it. Hits it out front to McMurray. He'll launch a long three. Shot no good. Rebound. Humphreys had a hand on it. Coming out there with it though. E-step for Gate City. Hits it back to McMurray. McMurray gets it right side to Clark. Along the right block to Humphreys. His shot up good and he's fouled. Will Humphreys with the bucket. Foul will be on 40, Kaiser. Adam Kaiser picks up. Don't make that 30. Brett Leedy picks up the foul. I'll figure these fouls out eventually. Will Humphreys trying to complete the three-point play. Will has 6 first half points. Still 6 as he misses a free throw. Kaiser comes up with a rebound, gets it over to Honeycutt, hands it to Grant. Grant with it, between the rings, gets it to Taylor. Taylor puts it on the floor and has the ball tipped away, stolen away. Coming out there with it, Clark for the Blue Devils. Clark gets it ahead to Kilgore. Kilgore drives for the easy bucket. Kilgore with the bucket, and then McMurray knocks the pass inbounds, out of bounds. 30-11, Gate City leads. 6:35 to go here in the first half. Grant has it across the timeline. Here comes the double team. Picks up his dribble. Needs help. 5-second count on. Gets it over to Kaiser. Kaiser now right side with it. Leedy. Appalachia just hasn't had a good shot in forever. Here's a pass in back court. Say it was tipped by the Blue Devils. So Grant with it. Grant spins. Has it tipped. Stolen away by Clark. Clark will go all the way down for the layup. Good. Nate Clark with his first points of the night. And the Blue Devils leading 32-11. Honeycutt with it. Honeycutt, his jumper up and good. Will Honeycutt has 7. 32-13, Gate City leads. Here's McMurray, drives all the way down, shot up, it won't go. Honeycutt gets the rebound. McMurray almost comes up with a steal. Taylor runs it down for the Dogs, gets it ahead to Honeycutt. Honeycutt has it left to the lane, gets it back over to Taylor. Taylor puts it on the floor, literally, and then runs it down. Taylor gets it to Honeycutt to lead. He thought about the 3. He stops that. It's at his defensive pressure. A little more than Appalachia can handle. Leedy has it, and that's got to be 5 seconds finally, and it is. Hackney, Luke Humphreys, Tyler Parks, and Marshall McMurray into the lineup for Gate City. McMurray will be Jesse, stays. So 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Gate City leads 32-13 after trailing 7-2 early. McMurray has it. Tries to get it to Hackney. The pass tipped out of bounds as Jamie cut to the bucket. So it belongs to the Blue Devils. Jesse gets it into Parks. Now back to McMurray. Now over to Hackney. Between the rings with it, Marshall McMurray, Jesse McMurray, now back to Parks. Right side, McMurray, back out on top, Jesse McMurray. To Parks, now swinging around left side, Luke Humphreys, back out on top, Jesse McMurray. McMurray shot for 3, no good. Rebound, Appalachia. That's Kaiser with it. Kaiser gets it over to Baber. Baber circles left side, now Taylor with it. Taylor with it, has his pocket picked by McMurray. McMurray with it, and the ball is tipped, maybe? Yes, tipped out of bounds. So it goes to Gate City. To Jamie Hackney to throw it in. Hackney on the inbounds, gets it into Parks. Over it comes to Marshall McMurray. Now back to Parks. Back to Hackney. Hackney puts it on the floor. Takes it left the lane, cut off, gets it back to Rogers. Now swinging around right side Parks, back to Marshall McMurray. McMurray shot up, no good. Hackney has it in the corner. Hackney puts it on the floor and drives to the bucket for the 2 points. 34-13, Gate City leads, 3:40 to go first half. Taylor works it up the floor. And here's a long shot by Honeycutt, no good. Rebound Hackney. Hackney races it up and then gets it to Rogers. Rogers takes it to the hole, shot up, no good. Rebound coming out there with it, Baber for the Bulldogs. Gets it over to Jordan Taylor. Taylor with it. Left side Honeycutt. Honeycutt puts it on the floor, and there'll be a block called on Marshall McMurray. Foul on Marshall will be his first. That's the team's 5th. Non-shooting foul. Well, actually, they say it is a shooting foul. So Will Honeycutt to shoot 2. He has 7 of his team's 13 points here. Free throw up by Honeycutt and good. Substitutions. David Park in for Appalachia, replacing Baber. Free throw Honeycutt is no good, but a lane violation will be called on the Blue Devils. So it'll belong to, or actually Honeycutt will be shooting again. Free throw by Honeycutt's good. Now it'll belong to the Blue Devils. 34-15, they lead. 3 minutes to go here in the first half. Rogers has it. Now Parks with it out on top. Marshall McMurray gets it over to Hackney. Hackney can't shoot. Now back to Rogers. Rogers gets it down low. Luke Humphreys, his left-handed shot up good, and he's fouled. Good move to the bucket by Luke. Foul on 30. Brett Leedy, his second. Team 6. Josh Kilgore into the lineup for Marshall McMurray for Gate City. So Luke Humphreys, who has 4 first-half points. Gate City has balanced scoring. Free throw up and no good. Kilgore keeps it alive. Gate City has it. Hackney gets it over to Parks between the rings. And Parks trying to get it to Luke Humphreys. It's stolen away by Leedy. Leedy has it tipped away from him, and it will go out of bounds off the Blue Devils. And it belonged to the Bulldogs. 36-15, 2:28 to go here in the first half. Gate City on top. On the inbounds will be Honeycutt. It's down to Taylor. Back in the corner to Honeycutt, guarded by Kilgore. There's the ball stripped away and almost stolen away. Honeycutt comes up with it. Now it'll be stolen away. Stolen away by Hackney. Hackney drives down, shot up off the glass. Good. Jamie Hackney with his 8th point here in the first half. Making it 38-15. Park is fouled by Parks for the Blue Devils. Foul on Tyler's his second. And that'll be the team 6, non-shooting foul. So the Dogs will have it side front court. Will Honeycutt throw it in. Honeycutt looks, gets it into Park, hands it back to Honeycutt. Honeycutt has it right side and try to get it down low to Leedy. And they say Luke Humphreys commits the foul. I think Luke thinks not. But the guy with the whistle said, So that's a 7th team foul. And that'll put Will Honeycutt at the line shooting 1-1 now for Bulldogs. So Will Honeycutt, free throw on the way. No good. Rebound, be a held ball called. And it'll belong to Gate City. Baber back into the lineup, replacing Kaiser. Jesse McMurray into the lineup for the Blue Devils, has it. Minute 50 to go first half. Kilgore, crossover dribble, takes Honeycutt to the bucket. Shot up, good by Josh Kilgore. Appalachia's Honeycutt with it. Picks up his dribble, gets it back to Baber. Baber lobs it in front court to Honeycutt. Honeycutt tries to get it to Leedy, and it goes right through his hands out of bounds. So Gate City leading 40-15, has the basketball with 1:20 to go in the first half. McMurray for the Blue Devils. Has it, gets it over here left side to Kilgore. Kilgore puts it on the floor. Drives into the lane, his shot up, good somehow. Kilgore with 10, 1 on 3, and Kilgore won that battle. Baber gets it in front court to Honeycutt. Honeycutt's double team. Now puts it on the floor. Honeycutt brings it out front to Baber. No, it's not. It'll be tipped away by Kilgore. Baber runs it down in backcourt, gets it to Taylor. Taylor drives against E-step, ball tipped. Who has it? Nobody. It's on the floor. Come down there with it, the Blue Devils. Rogers has it. Rogers, he'll drive all the way down. A block. Ooh. Offensive foul they called on Michael Rogers. Called on Michael's his first. Will Humphreys in for Luke Humphreys. Honeycutt to throw it in. His team trailing 42-15. Park has it across the timeline, and he throws it away. Nate Clark in for Gate City. Rogers will check out. 30 seconds to go here in the first half. Gate City leading 42-15. They've outscored Appalachia 40-8 since about halfway through the first quarter. McMurray has it. 20 seconds to go first half. Gate City obviously hold it for the final shot. McMurray center circle, now hands it over to Clark. Clark will start to play. Clark has it. 6 seconds, 5 seconds. Clark takes the hold, gets it back to McMurray. He'll launch a three. It's partially blocked. And that will be the end of the first half. With the score, the Gate City Blue Devils 42, the Appalachia Bulldogs 15. We will be having halftime festivities here, homecoming night, basketball homecoming night here at Gate City, and when they start, Charlie will film those and bring those to you.
Greg and Taylor, Tyler Herron, son of Tommy and Tammy Herron. This time I'd like to introduce the attendants, Michelle Brooks, daughter of Sandy and Pam Brooks, Lisa and Tim Langford. Our escort is Cole Lane, son of Tim Langford. Our next principal attendant is Miss Megan McGee, daughter of Scott and Sherry McGee. Our escort is Buck Eldridge, son of the Our sophomore attendants is Brittany Muncie, daughter of the The next sophomore attendant is Taylor Hampton. Senior attendants will be escorted by their fathers this evening. Miss Kimi Hubbard, daughter of Roger. Our next senior attendant is Clara Richards, daughter of Sandy and Teresa Richards. Our escort, Sandy Richards' father. Next senior attendant is Kendall Wyman. As I say, the envelope, please. Homecoming queen for 2005 is Miss Kimi Hubbard.
Hey, Charlie. See.
Jesse McMurray had 9. Jamie Hackney had 8. Will Humphreys 6. Nate Clark, Tyler Parks with 2. Marquis Stepp with 1. Luke Humphreys with 4. So third quarter, Appalachia will have it to start. Taylor has it. Shot up off the glass, no good. Tipped around, come down there with it. E-step gets it ahead to McMurray. McMurray, cross court pass to Kilgore, layup good. And Kilgore with the bucket. He was fouled, obviously. Taylor has it. No call, I should say, too. Taylor gets it over here left side to Baber. Baber puts it on the floor, slips down, gets it to Grant, and it goes out of bounds. Goes to Gate City. So Nate Clark throws it in to McMurray, and he'll bring it up the floor. McMurray has it left side now. He's left alone. He'll launch a 3-shot way short. Honeycutt catches it. With it, Grant. And we'll have a held ball possession there to Gate City. So the Blue Devils have it. Just underway here in the third quarter, leading 44-15. Clark gets it and tries to get it down low to Will Humphreys. It's stolen away by the Bulldogs. Grant has it. Now gets it over to Baber. Baber gets it down low. Here's a shot up off the glass, good by Honeycutt. Honeycutt with 11. It's 44-17 Gate City. Clark to McMurray. McMurray stops, box, 17-footer, won't go. Rebound, E-step, and he's fouled. Leedy, I believe. It will be on Brett Leedy. That's his third. So the Devils with it. And Clark's inbound pass stolen away by Baber. Baber gets it to Grant. Left side with it, Honeycutt. Honeycutt guarded by Kilgore. Hands it back to Grant. Grant with it. Now reverses back to the left side and it'll be tipped out of bounds by Josh Kilgore. And we're going to have a timeout on the floor by Gate City. 44-17 the score. Gate City leads, and we'll tell you that boys and girls basketball on GCTV is brought to you by the town of Gate City, Daugherty Brothers Chevrolet, State Line Graphics, Weber City Drug, Farm Bureau Insurance, New People's Bank, Scott County Long Distance, Delegate Terry Kilgore, Carter Trent, Scott County Funeral Home, and Fairway Ford Volkswagen. Also, copies of this game or any other program produced by GCTV can be ordered by calling the high school office at 386-7522. DVD copies are $25 and VHS copies are $15. And all proceeds from the sale of the tapes or DVDs will go back into the production efforts of Gate City Television. So, Appalachia with it. Grant gets it right side to Honeycutt. Honeycutt Started out on the floor by Kilgore. Hits it to Baber. Baber lobs it, tries to lob it down low for Taylor. Goes off the backboard. Clark catches it for Gate City. Clark gives it up to Kilgore. His shot up off the glass. Good. Josh Kilgore with the bucket. Extends Gate City's lead to 46-17. Honeycutt circles in front court with it. Hits it over to Grant. Grant, he'll launch a three. Shot good. John Grant with his first points of the night. Here's the pass tipped out of bounds by Baber, and it'll belong to Gate City. Jamie Hackney and Luke Humphreys into the lineup for Gate City for Josh Kilgore and Will Humphreys. Jesse gets it in to Clark. Corner E-step with it. E-step gets it back to Clark. Back to Hackney. Hackney out on top to McMurray. Right side with it, E-step. E-step drives out of the lane, skips it over to McMurray. Now back out on top, E-step. Right side with it, Humphreys. Now out on top, Clark. Clark back to Hackney. E-step with it. Skips it over to Clark. Clark backs it back out. E-step now down low with it. Hackney shot up, blocked away. Coming out of there with it, Appalachia's leading. And McMurray almost comes up with a steal, but it'll belong to Appalachia. Park into the lineup for Grant. Baber to throw it in, gets it in to Honeycutt, and he throws it away. (46-20) the score. Gate City leads. 4:29 to go here in the third quarter. McMurray gets it in to Humphreys. To Parks. Now over to McMurray. McMurray circles out front, gets it down low. Luke Humphreys shot up, no good. Rebound Honeycutt. So Baber will bring it up now for the Dogs. It's over to Park. Park cut off, can't shoot. He'll force up a left-handed shot off front of the rim, no good. Rebound Humphreys for Gate City, gets it over to Parks. McMurray quickly with it in front court. McMurray looks, now back to Parks, swinging around between the rings, Luke Humphreys. Out front, McMurray, he'll launch a three. Shot McMurray, no good. He had to be fouled. Gate City comes out there with it. It's E-step, lobs it down to Humphreys. Will's left-handed shot, no good. Rebound, Will Humphreys. And we're going to have a held ball called, and it'll go to Appalachia. Substitutions for Gate City: Marshall McMurray and Michael Rogers. For Appalachia will be Adam Kaiser. 46-20. Gate City leads. 3:35 to go, third quarter. Park has it for the Bulldogs, and it'll be tipped out of his hands, out of bounds. So the Dogs with it. Honeycutt. Over to Baber, and he'll bring it across the timeline. Baber picked up by Parks, gets it to Taylor. Taylor's jumper up from 16 feet, good. Jordan Taylor with his first points. Quickly, Gate City goes the other way. Luke Humphreys gets it over to Hackney. Now back to Parks. Parks swinging around Marshall McMurray, back to Hackney. Hackney puts it on the floor, drives around Honeycutt for the layup, good. Jamie with 10. It's 48-22 Gate City. Taylor lobs it in front court to Kaiser. Kaiser gets it down low, Honeycutt, shot off the glass, good. Honeycutt with 13 now. Parks for Gate City with it. Gets it left side, Rogers back to Parks. Now Hackney swinging around right side, Marshall McMurray to Luke Humphreys. Hackney has it. Hackney puts it on the floor, stops, pops 12-footer, good. Jamie Hackney with 12. Here's a pass stolen away. Tip. Rogers comes up with it. Gets it down low. Hackney, his shot. Oh, missed it. Hackney gets it back. And he will be shoved and fouled. Forty Kaiser picks up his first. Non-shooting foul. Jamie Hackney to throw it in for Gate City. Devils lead 50-24. 2:13 to go here in the first. Make that third quarter. Hackney looks, needs to get it in. And it'll be a 5-second violation. It'll be a turnover to Appalachia. So Baber now will throw it in for the Dogs. Gets it into Grant. Head with it, Honeycutt will bring it across the timeline. Honeycutt has his pocket picked from behind by Hackney. Hackney drives, gets it left side, Luke Humphreys. Luke spins and we'll have an offensive foul, I believe. Interesting call, we'll say. Foul will be on Baber. His second. So Gate City will have it off a questionable call. And I believe Coach Short will ask for the timeout. 50-24. Gate City leads. We'll be back in 60 seconds. 1:58 to go here in the third quarter. Gate City on top 50-24. Rogers for Gate City to throw it in. Rogers gets it in to nobody as it's tipped out of bounds. Rogers again now on the inbounds. Lobs it into Hackney. Shot up no good. Tip by Hackney is no good again. Tipped around. Coming out there with it. Honeycutt for Appalachia. Taylor with it. Reverses direction. Now Baber. Baber. Pressure on. Gets it to Grant. Grant has it left side. Now to Baber. Now foul line with it, that's Park. Park puts it on the floor, gets it over to Honeycutt. Honeycutt puts it on the floor, can't shoot, cut off by Rogers. Lobs it back out front to Baber, now to Grant. Honeycutt looks for Taylor, posting, don't get it to him, and we're going to have a foul called. Foul will be on Luke Humphreys. His second. And it'll be Appalachia's ball. With Grant to throw it in. Grant gets it into Baber, swinging it around to Taylor. Open for the three. Shot Taylor, good. Jordan Taylor for three, and what do we have? As the ball heads back up court. Whistle sounds, and they chase it down. Gate City leads 50-27 with a minute to go here in the third quarter. McMurray has it to Parks. Back. Luke Parks with it. Hackney with it. Now with it, Parks. Parks to Hackney. 30 seconds to go. Hackney spins, drives down the lane, shot up, no good. Gate City comes up with the rebound, that's Rogers. Rogers skips it over to Parks. Parks, left side with it, Marshall McMurray, rips it down low to Hackney, his shot off the glass, good. Good feed from Marshall McMurray to Hackney. 7 seconds, 5 seconds here in the third quarter. And here's the shot, no good. And that will be the end of the third quarter with the score Gate City 52. Appalachia 27. We'll be back with the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter underway. Jesse McMurray with it for Gate City. Left alone. Had the key. Jumper for three. No good. Rebound Kilgore. Kilgore gets it back side to east step. Back out on top. Nate Clark. His jumper for three. No good. Rebound Grant. Grant with it for the Bulldogs. Grant has it now over to Honeycutt. Honeycutt. And it'll go off of Gate City out of bounds. 52-27. Gate City in front. Grant gets it into Park. Park stops, shoots off the glass. Good. David Park with the bucket. His first points. 52-29. Gate City has it. East Step has it, puts it on the floor, takes it the whole shot up, no good. Foul call. Jordan Taylor picks up his second. Mark East Step to the line for Gate City. He'll shoot two. Mark without a field goal tonight. 1 of 4 from the free throw line. Free throw good. 53-29. Free throw again. This time no good. Rebound Honeycutt. Stolen away by Kilgore. Shot up good. That's what I get for looking away. Kilgore was the steal in the bucket. Grant has it. Honeycutt gets it over to Jordan Taylor. Back to Honeycutt. Honeycutt back to Taylor. Drives along the baseline. Leaves it off down low for Park. Gets it back to Grant. Right side Honeycutt. He'll shoot the three. Shot no good. Rebound Will Humphreys. Will gets it out to Nate Clark. Nate works the center of the floor with it. And what do we have?